welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at painting Scots Covenanters. So I'm just going to do this one strip and then you replicate it across all the different strips. So there's 8 of these little strips per unit. I'll put a picture of the sprue up now. So this is the Scots Covenanter sprue. You get 12 of these in the Scots Covenanter box, and it's got everything you need on it. I've done a little deeper review on this elsewhere on the channel, but the main thing about it is that one sprue makes one unit. So if you wanted to do these one at a time, you could just clip out one at a time. My advice, and what's worked for me so far, is to clip them out like this. Glue them to the base and spray. So the marching poses, these ones here, these are the front ranks. So they're both pretty much the same. They're not identical, they're slightly different. You can see there that the two ends are a little different. So these are your front ranks of your musketeers. And the back ranks are these ones. One with the officer with the halberd, and the other one without. So, yeah, standing at the back, marching at the front, and with the front ones, you'll notice I've glued to the base already. That's because you can get at the back of the minis easy enough. But with the rear rank, I've just blue tacked them to a paddle pop stick looking thing. I've used this one a few times, as you can see. So, yeah, so blue tack them to that, and that's given plenty of control. And I find that really easy. And the same with the spears, or the pikemen. One, just a bunch of guys with pikes. That's the front row, rank of the front row. And this one here with the officer with the halberd. Ooh, I'm trying to get a focuser. Is the front rank of the rear row. And then the exact same with the paddle pop stick. You guys get that. This is the other one. This is the rear rank of the front base. These are your 2 banners and your officer and your drummer. So, I'll put all these back. I will be painting the whole thing all at once, but I'll only show you the one pikeman because it's just repetitive otherwise. I might show you the musketeer just the way I do the muskets because it's a little different. So, let's get started. So I'll put up on the screen now the color that I used to spray base coat all these. Just recommended to me, our friend. So essentially, the uniform they're wearing is supplied by the Presbyterian Church of Scotland, and it's called Hodden Grey is the color, and it's essentially just undyed wool. And so most of these guys are going to be just left with the grey that they're wearing. I don't have a painted copy at the moment; it's on the other side of the room, but. Here's a picture of one I painted earlier. So the idea is to splash a little bit of color in the unit, but keep the grey mostly prevalent. So I'm going to go 3 jackets and 2 pairs of trousers on this particular sprue. I'll go 2 pairs of trousers and 2 jackets. So I use desert yellow, and I'm just going to come in and say this one here. So, as you can see, I've left the arm free. The arm is sort of a sleeve. You could paint that another color, but I'm just going to hit it with the desert yellow. Where this guy can be wearing a jacket. So you've got vests, or I don't know what they call them, but they're sort of vest-like things. But you could also be wearing the same color shirt underneath. Let me just touch up this bit here. So the idea is to block all this out and then hit it with a black wash. So I don't want to do the jacket right next to him. So this guy here I won't do. This one I'll do the pants, the trousers, as they probably call them. It's much easier to do when you're not looking over the top of a camera trying to keep something in focus, but these don't take awfully long to paint. And as you can see, I got a little bit on the pike next to him. That's not really a big deal. It's not a big deal at all, actually. Because that pike's getting painted at some stage. So, I will do the one next to him, the jacket here. So this jacket here. And I'll do the sleeves. So just a little bit there. And, oh, sorry, trying to keep it in focus. Here. So you can see we're just trying to break up the minis a little bit, because they're not wearing a uniform in as much as they're just wearing basically government, although it's really church supplied kit. And I think it was in one of the Warlord rulebooks, but I read somewhere that this is the first ever government supplied military. Although if you're going to count a church as a government, I think the certain crusading orders or things like that might have the upper hand, but nevertheless, it's a supplied uniform. So these guys are basically being given a uniform, and that means it's going to be cheap. So we've done the front. Now we have to do the back. And one of the ways that I've found it quite easy is to just on the bonnet put a little dab of paint. Just like that. The bonnets are going to get painted last anyway. So the bonnets are going to get painted last anyway. They're going to be that blue colour, that bonny blue. But the problem is, once we've turned the miniatures around, which ones did we paint the jackets on? Which ones are the jackets? Which one's the pants? It's the third from the left. Well, the left is actually now the right. Oh, I should have said third from the right, but you know what I mean. So we flipped it around. But by painting just a little bit on the top there, we can just have a look and we say, okay, boom, boom, boom. So we can go, okay, that one's the jacket. Instead of having to look, it's just a little easier. There's probably a better way to do it, but this has worked for me so far for 5 units. So we'll keep at it. So these particular guys have got a few kilts and scarves, I think they were called, but we'll go with kilts, which I've been painting with some incredibly basic tartan type stuff, which is really just a solid color and a white line on it. We'll get to that when we do, but just be aware of that. Some of these guys have not got much showing in regards to uniform jackets. This is not too bad, but sometimes you'll get 2 or 3 of these sort of great kilt type things, and if you pick these ones to have the different coloured jacket, it might not break the unit up as much as you were hoping for. So just be aware of that and space it out if you need to. So those are the 2 jackets, and you can see what I've done is I basically looked for the jacket, flipped it over, seen a mark, and then come back to the mark on the other side. So you still have to reference it, obviously, but it's just a little easier. So now I'm going to do the 2 marks, who will be the 2 pairs of pants. So there we go, and you can already see compared to this other unit here, you can see it's the very uniform. Oh, there's a bunch of static grass, and I have to get rid of that. So the uniform, we're breaking it up a little bit while keeping the overall grey. I normally paint at least one with a sort of very light grey, and maybe one with a green or a light red. Just an extra fancy jacket here or there. because there were still some civilian bought stuff. So I just noticed a lot of sort of very small missed spots there, but you honestly can't see them in real life, and you're definitely not going to see them once this thing is in the is all ranked up. So anyway, let's get on to the light grey jacket and the light green jacket. Next one is going to be 2 more jackets. We're going to do Ice Storm for it's sort of a light blue, but it's really a grey, very light grey. And I just picked this one up, Scorpy Green. I think I did Moot Green or something for the others, but with this, oh my goodness, the lighting there is just horrible. There we go. That's Vallejo anyway. I'm not a brand guy. Army Painter, Vallejo, it all works. Wash is the only things I'm particular with, but anyway. So what we're going to do is pick one guy, one jacket, and 1 pair of trousers for the light grey here, and 1 jacket for the light green. That'll do for those at the moment. Okay, let's get started with the light grey. So, just for ease's sake, just for the sake of continuity or whatever, we'll start from the back. It doesn't matter if you start from the back or front, obviously. Sometimes it's better to start from the front just to get a better idea of sort of the look, because most of the time you're going to be looking at the front. Although of the rear strips, most of the time you're looking at the rear. So it's up to you. But there's obviously no rule. And we're going to mark the bonnet, just so that when we turn it over, it's easy to see. And this one here. And we're going to mark the bonnet as well. Turning it over, you can see we've got our marked bonnets there. That one's not really... It's better to have them sort of more on the front. So, the one on the this side, I don't know if it's mirrored for you or what. I'm just going to go like that. And our other bonnet, so the light is kind of blowing that one out there, but yeah, you can see it's basically the exact same as this this guy here. It's the same basic pose. So, this mini here has actually got a little tiny little bit of shirt showing through the bottom, through the open jacket there. But I'm going to leave that grey just for ease of painting. You could paint that white if you wanted to. That could sort of be like a little piece that draws the eye, but at this point it's in the rear rank of the back. I don't particularly care. Also, just, grey helps blend it in. Let's do the 1 green jacket. We'll do this one in the end here, and we're just going to do the jacket. So, keep it off the sleeves. It's quite good colour, actually. I like this. Nice and bright, but not quite fluorescent. I'm not a fan of the pastel fluoro stuff you see in a lot of 40k. Especially more modern stuff. I really dislike that sort of paint style. But for this scale of mini, if it's not bright, it's not really going to stand out. So, I don't think we need to mark this one. Easy enough to just turn it over. And you can see a bit as it is. See what I mean when I said you can have quite a lot of these. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10 of these guys have some sort of what will become a tartan thing. So we don't need to. Maybe this was a little too much. Probably could have dropped one of these tops here, but anyway, it'll work out. This unit is still predominantly grey, which is what we're going for, because we still want to keep the hot and grey look. It's sort of like painting Confederates. When you paint Confederates, when I've done it in the past, especially with my 6mm army, 1 or 2 red or blue or white jackets or shirts probably better, mixed in everywhere, really breaks up the sort of butternut and grey type stuff. Anyway, next up is the dreaded crossbelts. These sort of belt here, crossbelt. We do the hair and beard with the same colour. Again, crossbelt, the frog on the sword scabbard there, and the scabbard itself. Only this end sword will have any metal on it, and the pikes are painted a different colour. So, for the crossbelts, I use... the name has worn off it, but I'm going to have to find out what colour that is, because that's kind of important. This Vallejo brown colour. So crossbelts and hair, beauty of the scale is it doesn't matter that it's so similar, because you're not going to see it. So let's get that in the next bit.